Our officials this afternoon, Vaughan Maybury, Ruben Woolcock and Nico Fernandez. We are underway at John Cain Arena. Gee, it's got a big game feel, Andrew Gase.
It certainly does, and obviously a little bit more at stake for...
Dellavedova running the point. Golding has the hot hand at the moment. Here, abroad, he can shoot from the North Pole to South Pole, or from Mars. He's knocking him down.
A shot for Chris Golding. The form that he's in.
Adams had to defer to Sean Bruce, who was quiet on Friday night. That's a big start for him.
Any team in the competition, they want to get up and down. They test the defensive transition of every team in the competition more than anyone else. Shane Elliott, who is front and center with that melee.
Cam Oliver, pick and pop, exposes Rob Lowe, and he can step out and shoot it.
Well, both of these teams can really let it go from the three-point line. Sydney leads the league in attempts per game as Rob Lowe steps in.
Well, they do. Dominant in number 2, and Jack White showing off some of his beautiful DNA.
Rebounding. Sydney are a very poor defensive rebounding team, and consequently, their overall rebounding.
Golding, room to fire.
Outrageous.
How can you make that mistake?
It's a good start, and they've needed it as well.
Nice pass inside. Dellavedova for Lowe. What a find.
Throughout the entire season.
Lowe got away from Oliver. Scores and one.
Have a look at this. It's kind of like a flex cut. Carms just slips out of it, and Cam Oliver's got to do better.
We'll have to really shore up on the defensive end and the glass.
Big minutes for Kelly LePepe to be played in this first half. Here he is on cue. That's a great way to start. Golding away from Tui. He can't miss.
He's in the wrong league at the moment. This last month.
He is one of the top 3 form three-point shooters in the world, no matter what league we're looking at.
No foul there. Adams knocks it away from Golding. Noy on the drive. Flynn Cameron, uber-talented young New Zealander.
Thrilled with what he's seeing in the first quarter. There's been some breakdowns on some players, and that's another example of it down that end.
Tui for 3. Ties this thing up. Krebs got past Robertson again. This time stops it.
Smart decision right there. Get Cam Oliver in the on ball.
Down to 7. Great D from Cooks, but Clark had the answer. He scores. Oh! Tyler Robertson from three-quarter court. That is unbelievable.
Answer the question.
18 lead changes in that game. LePepe wide open. Great ball movement from the Kings.
Well, they're trading offense for their defense right now because this is small across the board. They've basically got 3 point guards on the floor at the same time. And LePepe, although he's big, he's only probably 198.
That's where we're headed straight after this one. Dellavedova, great look. Defensive rebound by Kyle Bowen. Cameron tries his luck with a hand in the face.
Sydney just got to do a better defense, better job on the defensive end.
And it's the quality of looks that they're getting.
Pepe again. He is shooting the lights out. Kelly LePepe.
They just don't look all that prepared on the defensive end, and having them take that flight, come from Cairns, probably haven't had a lot of time to spend on the floor to prepare for this one.
They do. As we know, they're number 1 in the league in defensive rating, and they did a good job on Friday night on that end of the floor, but this is a different type of ball club right here. Chris Golding knocks down another one. His 4th 3-ball of the game. He's got 17. Enough. And this is just too easy right now. But 12. Wow.
He's cooking all over again. Oliver with the catch off the lob.
Rise in agony next to me.
Look out. He cannot miss.
I'm not sure we've seen a hotter spell from an individual player.
Look at the Amy replay. Oliver again gets caught in a switch. Tui doesn't attack. But as a team, Sydney have to do a better job in not allowing these cross matches to occur in transition where Oliver keeps getting caught up with Chris Golding.
Here he comes again. That time he thought he was fouled and probably had a case to answer. Melbourne have got all the answers.
The assault may be just putting a little bit of mayo on it.
Oh, what?
16 is the lead. Cam Oliver with an important bucket for Sydney.
And it's a big bucket, but if they're just going to rely on blazing away from the three-point line, then it's going to be a long night for them.
And Andrew, we've danced around this subject.
And it can change in the second half, but right now, the basis for them competing against the best team in the competition, I believe anyway, is not there, and there's an example of it.
10 of 15 from the three. They're getting it at the rim also as Jack White elevates, throws, and White goes up and knocks it down, throws it down.
Melbourne are clinical, the offensive end of the floor.
70% from the field. It has been a special afternoon.
Great take from Tui.
It's on the cusp of getting ugly.
Cook swings to Oliver, tucked away for three.
Let's do a little dump down and kick out to Oliver.
Cam Oliver has 14 of their 52. Easy bucket for Golding. He's got 22 now. Yeah, Cooks with a hard landing. Tui takes it through Golding and scores. Alex Tui's got 9. It's at this end where they have got all sorts of problems because Melbourne is scoring at will.
Clear the rebound.
No, it is, but even on made baskets, it's a real struggle for the Sydney Kings to...
Oliver down low on Bowen.
That's really good D by Bowen. And really bad offense.
Wow.
Tui scores and one.
Second chance points from the Kings. I said at the halftime break, effort was needed. Oliver gets a hand in there. Risky play with 3 fouls, and Tui's just good. Ooh.
Stripped by Tui. He is having some sort of quarter the next start. Took up low. And it's a 7-point game. Steph Baumgartner with the latest from Sydney's bench.
This Amy replay. Good hands, pushes it, and this is a tough finish. Watch him elevate, cock it back. And
from the baseline, little push from Bowen. It drops. Much needed bucket. George doesn't like it. Golding trying to fight through contact. Steve from Liafa have done a better job of slowing Golding down in this third quarter. He was on fire in the first half. Tui bounce pass inside for Lepepe.
outstanding pass, and here we go.
Teammates.
I think it was the bark, Andrew, after he finishes, which is perfectly acceptable.
There's the foul on the hand, and then he's older. Been rolling the dice and keep running with it.
Pass, Noy for Cooks. Cuts it back to 4.
They found some rhythm here. They can just control their turnovers and knock down a couple of threes, Andrew.
Going inside for Lee. Unselfish.
What a pass. Read it beautifully.
One of the league leaders in dunks.
Advantage over Dellavedova. A couple of looks from close range that he's missed out on.
2 good moves to the basket, just couldn't finish, and Delly comes back the other way.
It's delivered once again, this Melbourne and Sydney matchup. Shea Ely now has 13. 83-75 at John Cain Arena. Pass out of Cooks, who goes upstairs.
Great pass.
Former league MVP.
Oh, that's a great pass.
Ollie flashes to the cup. Pass is a little hot for Lee. An opportunity for Sydney. The stop at one end. Bruce for 3. Got it!
Work on the offensive end with the exception of that on-ball and that roll-off pass to Lee.
Created the space for Bruce, who's shooting it well today. Knocks down his third three of the game.
Now Oliver blocks Dellavedova.
Just a good block, good help by Cam. A spectacular turnaround by Brian Gorge and his team.
Bruce ties it up. Dean Vickerman screaming at Melbourne, saying to push the tempo and back to the way they were playing in the first half. Illy and one.
Wow.
I don't... Wow, there's a push off there that we didn't see before.
Kings get another look. Oliver takes it straight through Jack White.
Outstanding move, great skill.
Play breaks down. Time for Adams to go into creator mode. Oliver from outside. Cam Oliver, big time. For the first time in the afternoon, it's Melbourne who are forced to come up with some answers.
Oh.
A Sunday transaction from Golding as he banks it home.
And I can guarantee you,
with that three, equals the great Leonard Copeland, the all-time three-point makes here in the NBL. Liafa fouled on the putback.
is that right?
We tick down to the final 2 minutes. Golding backdoor, defers to low.
Chris Golding's hurt.
Illy's been a handful for Adams, continues to be, but that won't count. Sydney with a chance to tie it up, this trick down the floor.
Oh,
and
wow.
that's exactly what they do.
Oh my.
Levels up, knocks down the three ball.
He's 1 of 7 before that field goal attempt.
A stunning second half fight back from the Kings. Jack White does it again. Go back to round 7. He was the man throwing daggers late.
That's it, sense of deja vu with that three.
Cooks can't score. But the Kings will reload.
Oh my! Adams taking matters into his own hands. Better get it over halfway.
That's an 8-second violation.
What are you? It's an 8-second violation. He was talking to Brian Gorge.
Melbourne with a free possession and a chance to put themselves back in front. Illy steps back.
Will end his day.
The Kings can foul or come up with a quick steal. So it comes down to this.
He's open.
Melbourne find Clark, and he is a man you'd like shooting free throws. Ian Clark has not missed a free throw this season.
And
Gorge's calling it as if
that won't matter if Clark doesn't knock down this free throw.
Timeout coming. The final chapter in the story. Liafa from the corner. We'll check if there's any time left on the clock.
have a look here.
No time remaining. Dean Vickerman breathes an enormous sigh of relief. Another classic between Melbourne and Sydney.